Hey y'all, welcome back to 30 Days of Magic. Today is day 5, I believe. Tonight we are making some sea moss gel. So you're going to need sea moss, obviously, and you're and you're gonna need some spring water. So the first step to making it, you want to clean it. So I'm just going ahead, I'm going to put a little bit of sea moss in the bowl, and you only need a little bit, because if you make a big whole jar of this stuff, you're not going to be able to finish that jar. Like, it's only good in the fridge for like a week, 2 weeks tops. So don't make a whole bunch. And this is going to grow. The sea moss is going to grow once you soak it in the water. So again, you don't need a whole bunch. I do maybe 2 handfuls. Anyhow, let's clean it. I have poured my spring water over it, and I'm just going in and running it through my fingers and making sure that all of the salt and residue and things of that nature is off. Y'all, there should not be heck of salt on your sea moss. If there's super duper, if it's salty, that means it was grown in a pool. And I mean, I guess there's nothing wrong with that if that's what you like, but I like mine to actually come from the ocean. So it shouldn't be just hella salt on this sea moss. Anyway, here I am cleaning it off and just making sure that all of the residue and things of that nature is off of it. Now, I did start taking sea moss. Now, first of all, let me just say, sea moss is good for a lot of stuff. But I personally started taking it because I'm anemic. And now that I'm pregnant, I have really, really low iron. And it's supposed to be really good to help iron deficiency. So that's my reasoning. I know a lot of people that take it for a lot of different reasons. My dad takes it for... he has a lot of COPD is what he has. So he has a lot of mucus and things in his lungs. It's really good for breaking down mucus as well. Anyhow, I'm taking my sea moss out of the bowl because I'm about to dump this water that I washed it off in. And then after I dump this water, I'm going to just go ahead and rinse the bowl out, because as you can see, it has a little bit of residue on it. Just a little bit of residue on that bowl. That's regular. That's normal. So I'm going to just rinse the bowl out and rinse that residue out. And then I'm going to place the sea moss back inside of the bowl. I'm going to pour spring water over it again. I'm going to cover it and I'm going to leave it overnight. You don't have to leave it overnight. You can leave it maybe just for like 5-6 hours. I've seen people do that as well, but I always leave mine overnight just to make sure that it is nice and thoroughly soaked. So now you see me adding my spring water. I'm going to cover it, and then in the next clip, it's going to be the next day, and you're going to see me going ahead and blending it up. Now, when you blend it, you can make it as thick or as thin as you want. To make it thicker, obviously add less water. Right here, what I'm doing is taking that sea moss out of the bowl. You see the difference between the last clip and this clip right here is a lot lighter, and it's a lot thicker than it was as well. All I'm doing is going ahead and adding that to my blender. And I'm going to add all of this sea moss, and I'm going to take fresh spring water, not the spring water that I soaked it in. I'm going to take some brand new spring water, add it in there, and then I'm going to blend all of it up together. Now, in the blending clip, I did leave it, I left the sound on, and I left it regular speed because I want y'all to see how it jumps and how it sounds when it's not ready. Once it is ready, it is going to stop doing all of this. You're not going to hear that anymore. So I'm going to be quiet, and I'm going to let y'all hear, and I'm going to let y'all see how it's supposed to look and how it's supposed to sound once it is finished. This is when it's not finished. Y'all see how it's jumping, and you see how it's like almost like, you hear how it's like revving a little bit. Once it's done, it's not gonna do that anymore. Now I'm going to take the lid off, and I'm going to check the consistency, and I'm going to bottle it up, and you stick it in the fridge, and you are literally done. Again, I make mine a little bit thinner because I like to put it in my drinks. I don't put it in my food, I put it in my drinks, and that works perfectly fine for me. You can consume yours literally however you want to consume it, and that'll be just fine. You can see me going ahead and putting it in a jar, and I'm gonna pop it in the fridge, and we are finished. Super simple, super easy. Thank you for watching once again, and I hope you guys keep joining me for these videos because I very much enjoy making them for you. So like, comment, subscribe, share, do all of that, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.